Get you, would ya? We got new figs, buddies. Yes, we got new wrestling WWE action figures from Ringside Collectibles, you guys. We got a pay-per-view, one of the top 4 pay-per-views, actually, right? You think of the top 4 pay-per-views, what are we talking about? We're talking about Mania, we're talking about Rumble, we're talking about SummerSlam, and we're talking about Survivor Series. Come on with it, man. Oh, it's always this tape issue. Why is so much freaking tape? Okay, we got the corner. We got all corners. We got them going, and we're about to get things rocking for all those that have been waiting for the brand new elites that y'all been trying to hit up here. Yeah, buddy. Who we got first? We got J.D. McDonagh. No, it's McDonagh. But look, I'm sure the guy loves Mickey D's, bro. I've seen this guy max out Mickey D's. He's got them, look, he's got the look you make when you got fresh cheeseburgers from Mickey Double D's, bro. And I am going to call it Double D's because if you do recall, this is not the first time that we're getting him. This is actually the second time that we're getting JD. This go around, though, buddy, we got him in the Judgment Day look, which is always beautiful to see, man, the updates. Now, this will actually round up the entire squad. So I'm pretty stoked to get this one cracked. The very first release was more based off his NXT run. The next release is based off the Double Cage. Cody American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. And look, that's actually probably what I think of. Like when he's saying Nightmare, when you look at this guy's face paint, yeah, dude, this is straight out of the Nightmare. Obviously, it is based off camo gear, but do keep in mind, that's what he was rocking, bro. He was going in there at war, and he was about to conquer those that tried to challenge. Did he, though? Did he end up winning? Or was it just a lost cause between? Look at those lads, man. You got, oh, man, you know what? We're not going to get into that, but pretty damn cool to get the camo gear right here with the American Nightmare, dude. Cody freaking Rhodes, buddy boy. Next up, we got we got Bret, the Excellence of Execution, Nightmare Hart. Actually, he's not a nightmare. This is actually, I don't know. We're going to determine that, you guys, because we've never seen the Hitman in this look. And I know a lot of people were curious as to how this gear looks with the upgrades right there, as far as getting a conversion with an Owen Hart, because we're never, ever going to see. I guess I can never say never, because, I mean, there's been worst case scenarios. I know Benoit will never be that, but let's get out to the 1, 2, 3, because he's about to come off the top, bro. 1, 2, 3, Kid. Yeah. We got it, buddy. We got Kid right here. Now, if you do collect all these, you do get a Nick Aldis Build-A-Figure, which I don't know if that's going to be the best figure. Like, there's going to be a set ranking right here at the end, so definitely stay tuned. That being said, let's get him lined up. We got 1, 2, 3. We got Cody. We got JD, and we got the Hitman. Yeah! Here we have all the figures out of the packaging, and again, if you guys do want to pick any of these up, hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO will save you 10% on all of them, buddy. Boy, that Build-A-Figure, man, it was looking pretty nice as we were playing around with that, but we will go ahead and cover that in just a sec. Right now, we got to start out with Cody freaking Rhodes. Now, here's the thing, though. Like, if they are throwing these interchanging hands with the whole hands wide open, like, typically he doesn't done it. I've never seen him do it, at least on a plain cheeseburger look. Usually has, like, the whole screaming effect. I feel like that's what give that actual accurate look. They don't give you that option. I mean, you do get the face paint, as he did wear it on that night, but had they maybe thrown in that one, it would make more sense as to why they would have these hands. Apart from those hands, the only other hands that you do get with Cody, and I feel like he's probably the one that has the least amount of interchanging hands. He only does have the actual mic open that you can interswap right there. So again, no actual take that back. That's the wrong one, Hero Figs. Cody Rhodes has the taped ones. I'm sorry. They both looking straight the same. Always forget that on his right hand, he has the taped hands. But yes, nonetheless, now that we got those hands put aside, let's see how he measures up, right? Here's the one Cody Rhodes in the elite section right here that I feel like would probably be his best challenge, right? Going one-on-one against yourself. Who would win? I don't know. Obviously, the American Nightmare, right? Now, one thing that I will also say is the placement on that tattoo. I got to talk about that because as more and more you look at this figure, you're going to notice that they've still kind of kept the same style in the position. Now, one thing that I got to say about Cody Rhodes is that if you look up on Google Images where it sits, it actually has a separation between his ear and the actual tattoo. The way that it's printed on this figure, as well as literally every figure that we've seen Mattel release, it's pretty much connected. It's literally touching the bottom of the earlobe right there. So I got to disagree with that. I really do hope they take care of that in the upcoming Rhodes, or even the upcoming one. I know he's going to be getting an Ultimate Edition here within the next year. So at some point, Mattel, please get that tattoo right, man. I can't say I'm a fan of the position. And honestly, like, the face paint itself, I don't know if I agree with, like, how the camel looks. It just, I don't know what it is, you guys. There's some about it. It just looks off, man. Like, I know that's how he wore it, but at the same time, like, there's just something about it. Like, you can only see the man's eyes. The green is just kind of clashing with the brown, and that is camel, right? You think of camel going into the woods, all the colors, all the dark colors kind of mix in with one another. But at this moment, I mean, again, I don't know. I'd have to check out some more images on how he actually wore the face paint, but it just looks, he looks kind of looks like if you look at like a side profile, it's like a gorilla, bro. It's like one gorilla versus 100 men, right? You got straight up the way that the whole mouth, it just looks weird, bro. Maybe if it was like screaming, right? Maybe it was like the screaming face paint with the camel. It wouldn't look so wonky on the side. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments of how you feel about the camel gear. Now, going on further with the figure, he does get the actual chest hair, which is nice to see. You do get that traditional pinless design right there with the elbows. And as far as the tight design, this is where you're going to notice most of the changes from what we've seen in the past. I mean, traditionally, you've either seen it in white, you've seen it in blue, or now you're getting it in black. And you get a little mix of the camel right there on the knee pads as well as on the actual logo. Really nice to see that. I do like the way that it's all coming through right here. I'm not seeing any QC, at least not on my figure. You guys tell me if you guys got this in the mail yet using discount code HERO, but I'm not seeing any flaws with that. My main concern is the articulation. You guys know that when it comes to the articulation, it's either a hit or miss. Oh, we got the massive boot skis. Yes, we do. So here's another thing too. Old figure, old Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I would say more appropriate as far as scale. Like, you look at this one. This is actually how the boot looks. This one, it's almost like an Andre the Giant boot, dude. And you truly notice it once you put up alongside like your prior Cody Rhodes figures. Like, dude's got at least 2 to 3 centimeters, and that's a lot, bro. When you're talking about figure scale, you're talking about like inches, right, in actual authentic scale. So how do I feel about that? Yeah, not a fan of these boots. Never have been a fan. I do like the camo within the actual skull, but the oversized factor, man, it just, I don't know, man. It just really takes away from it. Now, we got to cover that articulation because I know you guys are wondering, how does my boy articulate, right? Scan, we'll start out with the scan. You get the full 360. You get, about that far down, that far back. You do get a little bit of movement right there, side to side. Shoulders do go pretty good far out. The bicep swivel gets a full 360 rotation. The double pinless gets a really nice point right there. You get the wrist articulation. The ab crunch, pretty damn good, about that far back. At the full waist swivel right there. And then the legs, here's the moment of truth, man. These are usually the issues. Yeah, pretty good. Because, I think it was the last Cody. Matter of fact, the last 2 Codys, you couldn't move out the full legs. Like, it was a straight basic figure before basic was even a thing, right? They go pretty good far out. The double pinless knees, yeah, pretty good. No issues. You do get the calf rotation right there as well. And then the new style of articulation where you get the whole pivot right there within it all. So, pretty solid Cody. I do like that. I do think he's looking pretty... look, it's mainly the face paint that I feel like I'm clashing with. Maybe, again, if they would have thrown in that streaming one, that would have been really giving me an ideal as to where this guy would sit. I still think an even 9. I mean, had they thrown in maybe like a little jacket piece, yeah. I mean, Cody really doesn't get it in the Elites. It's usually now more of an Ultimate Edition type of thing. Unless if it's like a ringside exclusive, then they'll go all out. But still, an even 9, that's pretty damn good. Now, JD, my boy JD, is getting a whole lot of hands. The ones on the figure, we do get the full closed fist, right, for the ground and pound. You get a full-on open for both hands, the left as well as the right, and then you do get mic open that you can't swap out. As far as the remaining of the accessories, you do get the mask, which, again, a really nice thing to see right here with it. Feel like that's an absolute must to round it out, but I gotta tell you, man, it's like kind of tricky not to have his eyes like actually semi above the bandana. Like, you kind of have to do it because after a while it just ends up going all the way down. You see how it's the eyes just kind of like the hide in there. So again, that's my main concern. I mean, it's really not that bad, and it is very similar to the one that we did see right there with Finn Balor, but still, definitely a nice little addition, and I would highly recommend it anytime you're taking it off or putting it on, you're going to have to go ahead and interchange the skin. Pull that off, get that going. And I do want to see how the other scan too does look like. Feel like that JD was doing pretty damn good. Here's the only other release that we have gotten with him. Scale, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, really no issues. I feel like they're both right there on point. The marker is looking really nice on both. This one, yeah, this actually did not come with the shirt. I wanted to have like an actual update, and I feel like this is the closest thing that we were getting. This one, he only gets one headpiece. This one ended up coming with two, so you could either A, have the hair down, or you could have had the hair up. So it's all on how you look at it. The jacket is really nice. I do got to say that there is a lot of detail with this jacket, you guys. I mean, tons, right? You get all the chains. You get the skull right there seeping through the side. You even get the studs right there around the collar. You can kind of see how they all go around right there, and it goes underneath the hair, and they just kind of continue right there through the back shoulder piece. You got JD 1990. So I don't know if that's when he was born. I'm going to have to go check out on Google, dude. I feel like dude was a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, but really nice looking jacket, bro. Pretty smooth for it to come off. Before I do, though, I got to show you this, though, man. I know a lot of people want to see how he measures up right there with the rest of the squad. And I got to say, yeah, man, this is, obviously, it's no longer updated, right? This is no longer a thing, but if it was still a thing, at least you'd have a full, complete army of all of them, right? You got Balor, you got Mommy, you got Carlito. Carlito, man, yeah, I hope you're doing well, brother. Not cool, right? He needs to spit in the face of those people that aren't being cool right now. And Carlito, he's got something to say, man. But here's the whole Judgment Day right here, all round up, dude. Looks pretty good. I got to say I'm pretty satisfied having all of them officially united as a team, right? Feel like that was just the missing piece. Even though this one definitely did its job, it wasn't the actual Judgment Day look. So that being said, let's take off the mask. Let's see what the skin looks like with it all, right? Pop that little baby off, slip this bad boy on there. Yeah. I don't know. Did they get a bigger scan? Because, dude, keep in mind, JD, dude's got like a 5'8". He's got like almost like a Jax head scan onto a Mattel figure body. And they do still look almost, yeah, they almost look identical. Feel like he's got more of a beard going on with the newer one. There's more tooling incorporated, but definitely still looking quite similar to his last figure release. You know, I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments. It's mainly going to be in the hairpiece. Whether or not you guys like it, I think it turned out pretty good. I do like all of the designs or all of the tooling that was incorporated there within the hairpiece. That looks really freaking good, bro. Really digging that, right? So let's take off the jacket. Let's see how the jacket or how the torso looks underneath it all and see how this guy right here is going to be doing for my Judgment Day figgy display, man. Because you don't know if you don't take off the jacket, and you won't be able to determine that if you can't bring it right here as a damn figgy hole, bro. Look at that. Yeah, JD McDonagh no longer wearing his freaking jacket, man. Now, torso, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson will always be this torso, without a doubt, right? I think this is outdated for sure, guys. We've talked about this quite a bit. This is like going back to the origin. Like, if you guys have been collecting as long as I have, if you're going all the way back to 2010, and do keep in mind, you know, not to complain and sit here and bust its chops, but like, you think about recent Triple H, right? He no longer has the same torso that he did 15 years ago. So again, at some point, his torso needs to be done up, man. I think it's the time, bro, right? It's definitely the time. They're doing pinless. They're not doing the gauntlets yet. That's another thing too. We beat this horse quite a bit. It's just painted on gauntlets. Jazzwares is doing it up. At some point, we need to see Mattel doing it for literally every figure. We've seen, what was it? I think it was Solo Sikoa. He actually had not the actual gauntlets, but his wrist tape on the hands themselves actually all tooled. Got the JD logo right up front, got the triangle facing up, you got the triangle facing down, and you get you get three. Total of 3 triangles. So 1 up front, and then 2 on the side, and then you get that JD logo. The knee pads will get a little mix mash. So on the left, you'll get the solid black. On the right, you'll get the solid white, but you'll still get that same style of design right there within the whole logo. Kick pads, solid black. You get that solid black, like, strapped down. Would you guys call it tape? Yeah, I would call it tape. So he's wearing black tape on the left and then white tape on the right. So articulation, we'll go ahead and still cover it, even though it's the same torso. Head down, how about that far back? Get a little side to side. Get the shoulders going about this far up. And a 360 in the bicep. Get that double pinless design right there. Get that nice, beautiful wrist articulation. Ab crunch, pretty damn good. Pretty damn good on both sides. That far forward, that far back. 360. You get the little legs coming out. Pretty good. The left one's a little bit stiff. You do get the upper thigh cut. The legs go pretty good far forward. Really not all that much far back. You do get the double pinless design on the knee pads, but you can see that the knee pad right there is definitely hindering some of the articulation. Calf cut, 360, and then the whole ankle articulation, it's got the new style, so you get that full 360 within it. I got to give this figure an 8.7. I think that's pretty good. I think that's doing the man good. Again, some stuff that I feel like we could have had, but at the same time, for an updated Judgment Day look, this JD, oh yeah, he's doing his job without a doubt. Next up, excellence of execution, and I want to do this one mainly due to the fact that we got to see if we can get an Owen Hart out of it, right? We haven't seen an Owen Hart. We'll never get an Owen Hart. Could we maybe get one with this figure? No, that's the main question of the day for this figure, so I'm going to bring my custom, right? I feel like that's probably going to be the best one, and really the only scan that actually fits well on a Mattel figure. This is actually a Mattel figure. This is not Jazzware. Jazzware head scan, Mattel figure, interchanging hands besides the full open that are on the figure. You will get the traditional mic open on both left as well as right. Now, I am going to go ahead and pop the scan on here. That way you guys can see how this one sits on there. This one right here, obviously, this is based off, when he actually did. This is not fantasy. Like, initially when I first saw it, I'm like, wait, I don't ever recall Bret the Hitman Hart wearing the short style of tights. It's always been like the long style that he's worn. Kind of what we saw in WWE, right? Or even WCW. This is more of the style that we're used to. And actually, when I ended up researching these, you guys, come to think of it, he was not a fan of it. He didn't like it. He actually... He didn't really want to do it, but that's kind of all he really had to rock with. And that was actually the thing, too. Like, a lot of the times that you saw the pink with the black or the black and pink or vice versa, it was just him forgetting some of his, tights. So he just ended up mixing some of them, and he got some pretty iconic gears out of it. But yeah, here's the long tight design. Height-wise, pretty good. I mean, they're both right there, right on the money. The scans have never been all that great. I mean, I'm sure any Bret the Hitman Hart Mattel action figure collector can attest to this, but we've never gotten this. I got my whole WCW theme going on right there. But yeah, the scans, they've reused this quite a bit, you guys. This is one that, I don't know, you guys. I feel like Bret the Hitman Hart could really use an update. Now, he does have a little tiny rubber band right there that we can go ahead and pull off. I feel like the reason why they mainly kept that on there is to kind of keep the glasses, but there's no issues with it like them coming off. So whether or not it was necessary, I mean, sure, why not? I'll take it. A little rubber band we can utilize for other stuff, right? Glasses, get the solid pink glasses, and you can see the way that they are inserted. You just go ahead and slip them in there. There's actually little ports on the left and on the right where you can go ahead and insert it, and it'll just sit on there really, really nice. But I'm going to go ahead and take these off so that way you guys can kind of see what we were talking about on that scan. What do you guys think about it? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe no. Obviously, it's the same one. So they got to redo it up, bro. Bret the Hitman Hart, again, he wasn't a fan of the tight design. I'm not a fan of the reuse scan. So at some point, it's got to happen, buddy boy. Now, as far as the rest, none of this is actually tooled on the lower half. You're only going to get the tooling on the upper tight design. It does wrap all the way around. You can see how it continues right there through the upper neck region. No paint flaws, really. I mean, a little smudge right there, but as an overall figure and the quality, it's getting a lot better. So Mattel, whatever you guys have been doing at the factory is different these last couple of months. Keep up the good work because you can clearly see that the improvements are definitely benefiting from it. You get the black knee pads right there in the lower half. You get the signature star right there for the excellence of execution. You get the little pink highlights, the black outline on the lower half. So as far as a figure, it's a great figure. I think it's going to be a great formula. Now, here's the thing, you guys, and we got to do the drum roll because I know a lot of people have been waiting for this moment. So I believe it's time we go ahead and find out how it sits on there. So here's my ultimate Owen Hart, right? This one, I believe, this was a Macho Man figure with a different style of, whose logo? Can you guys, someone in the comments, please, go in the comment section. Whose boots are these? I forgot to acetone that. So if you guys, whoever ends up determining that in the comment section, will be able to determine what legs. It was a while, dude. I feel like I've had this custom for almost 2 years. It's got to be 2 years, bro. But yeah, this is, it's a whole cloth singlet, and it works really good. And the scan on this, yeah, it sits on there right. So why would it not fit right on the actual Mattel Elite if it's fitting on my Ultimate Edition, right? And it actually was on there really, really nice, you guys. All right, here we go. Drum roll. 3, 2, 1. Brrr. Now, this is the head shoved, it's shoved down as far as down as it will go. Yeah, I mean, okay. Not too bad. I feel like if you maybe like angle it down and really push it down all the way, it really doesn't look all that bad. But if you try like straightening it out, it's kind of, I don't know. It's not that bad, you guys. Honestly, like the more and more I see this, that's really not all that bad. What do you guys think? Go in the comments. Do you guys think it sits good on there? Do you guys think this is like worth doing the conversion on? I don't know, man. I think the more and more I look at this, really not. I mean, you could definitely Dremel it out. You can definitely do some modifications and get that going. But the way I'm seeing it, you guys, yeah. Here's your Mattel Quick Fix-Up Elite Nugget. I think that works pretty freaking solid, dude. I don't know. I got to say I'm a fan of it. I got to say I am a fan of it. Not too bad. It sits a little high, more than I'd like it to. But for those that were wondering and for those that wanted to see how that was all going to turn out, there you have it, buddy boy. Obviously, Ultimate. I don't know if it's because of the style of peg, but this one just sits on there perfect. I know this is not an Owen Hart figure review, but I can guarantee you, 99.9% of the people that end up picking up this Bret the Hitman Hart, it's not going to be for Bret the Hitman Hart. Everybody wants an Owen Hart in their collection, and everybody likes the whole look of it, how it all blends in, right? So I know Jazzwares has released their own version. That's where I got the scan from. But once you mix the Jazzware figures with your Mattel, I mean, yes, skill-wise, it's not all that bad. It's pretty close, but you just like how it all blends in, right? Like all the bodies blend in pretty. I got to give this figure a 9, even 9. Got to say I'm pretty happy with it. As an overall figure, yeah, I mean, some concerns, but nonetheless, still an even 9. Next up, we got 1, 2, 3, Kid. We got 1, 2, 3 Kid right here in the making. For the interchangeable hands, you'll either A, get the full-on close fist, B, you'll get the 2 sweet, and then 3, you'll get Mike open. And I'll show you the ones that are on the figure again. This is just full-on close. There's no tattoos. There's no wrist strap. There's really nothing to write home about, but those are the hands. And I actually do have 1, 2, 3 Kid figure right here. Comparison, what do you guys think? How do they measure up, right? Scale, the newer one, I think that, yeah, the newer one's got a bigger head scan, and I think that's where you're getting most of the height. I mean, I think that's pretty close, but you can see the scale, dude. This one is like big. This is huge. And I do like it. I do like the way that the True FX is coming through. This one is really outdated, you guys. This one is like in the beginning. And which one do you guys prefer as far as like memory lane? I mean, for me personally, it's the blue. A lot of people might say this one. Overall, though, I am pretty happy with how this figure turned out. One thing I will say, though, is how the bandana, it's already pre-molded. Like, you can't remove it, which kind of sucks, and it takes away from it. And I know that he would wear the bandana during the matches, but I always like that playability option, right? Like, let's say he has like an Iron Man match, right? Not that he actually ever did, but if he did, and if you were doing your fig feds, it would be cool. It's like, oh, I don't want him wearing the bandana. It's been about 45 minutes into the match. His bandana ended up getting ripped off, or he ended up getting too sweaty. Again, it's all about playability options, but it's the face, I gotta say, I do like it. The likeness is very much there. True FX being brought real well. You see that gold accent surrounding the tight design, which actually matches the 1, 2, 3 Kid look right there. So pretty damn cool. I do like the lightning bolt right there on the bottom. On the back side right there, you get the 1, 2, 3 logo centered right there in the middle. I feel like the 3's kind of farly separated with the 2. The 1 and the 2 are closer than one another, but nonetheless, pretty damn solid. I do like the purple mixing in with the white. This right here, you can see how it surrounds the whole backside, and you do get the same style on the front, right? So pretty good, pretty good. You get Kid on the side, up top. You get 1, 2, 3 right there. You get the solid black knee pads, and then you get the red kick pads right there with it all. Great figure, man. I got to say that as an overall figure, it feels pretty good in hand. I'll go ahead and cover the articulation. Head about this far down, that far back. You do get not much of a side-to-side, mainly because of the hairpiece. You see how the hairpiece just kind of hinders. And you do get the continuation of the bandana right there. So you guys are wondering, like, you got anything going on back? Yeah, you got the bandana wrapping up. I mean, how the hell are you going to tie the bandana on the back side, right? The shoulders, pretty good far out. Yeah, you get the 360 on the bicep. You get the double, you get pretty good double right there on the elbows. The wrist articulation, pretty solid. Ab crunch, a little bit tight, but it still works out pretty good. That far back, 360. Now, as far as these legs, yeah, you get the full split skis, buddy boy. And then you get the upper thigh cut, and these sometimes like to get stuck right there, especially the left one for some reason. Upper thigh cut, double pinless knees, pretty good. Get the calf cut right there, but it is in the middle of the kick pad. So I know some people prefer the calf cut being higher up, and you get that new style of ankle rocker. Figure, solid, bro. 8.5. Why not? All right? Some little minor stuff, but overall, solid figure, and one to add to the collection if you haven't gotten your figure or your 1 to 3 figure in the set. For Nick Aldis, we're going to go ahead and bring this slide. Really not that many of interchanging hands. You only do get the mic open, and then you get the yes, yes, yes hands, but you do get the ring finger right there with the ring itself. So that's cool, right? And I'm pretty sure that the one on the figure itself also has it. So those are the hands. This is a scan. Very much Nick Aldis. I think this is it. I think Nick Aldis is benefiting without a doubt, right? Really like the way that they actually did the... You guys see the forehead? I don't think in any Mattel, like maybe Bret the Hitman Hart a little bit. He gets a little bit of wrinkles, but Nick Aldis is getting all kinds of wrinkles, you guys. Look at that. That looks great, bro. I have to say that as far as if I were to rank the scan and then how Nick Aldis looks in person, pretty damn good. Now, there is no comparisons. There's never been a Nick Aldis, but that doesn't mean we can't compare him to the other general managers. So there you go, man. There you have. You got your Monday Night Raw, your Friday Night SmackDown. They can work some, what do you think, bro? Yeah, let's go ahead and take care of business. These guys are always taking care of business. So good job to these guys for holding up their end of the bargain as a general manager. Now, this jacket, this actually works really good for several different things, right? One, obviously, Nick Aldis. Two, if you guys never got a Vince McMahon action figure, especially the true exclusive, yeah, because I think that one had this style of jacket. This is kind of what I think of when you say Vinnie Mac. It's this jacket for sure. So I have to say that this is a nice little addition because obviously you get more articulation, you get more added benefits like the whole pinless look, and you even get a little pink design right there on the little scarf. And then you get these little tiny, I don't know if they're hearts. I would say between a heart and a diamond. The shirt is sculpted really cool. I like the way that they sculpted the shirt. This is a separate entity from the actual shirt itself. It's not glued on or it's not sculpted on. You can see you can actually remove it and have a solid black shirt. So if you got some, maybe some black sleeves going on, and you pop that off, you get like a whole black shirt underneath, which again, would work out really good for several different figures, right? You can definitely play around with a couple of different options. The main difference that you're going to notice between this Build-A-Figure and other ones, it's going to be the pants, you guys. You get like this, I don't know if you'd call it like a brown. It's like a mixture of brown and orange, getting married, and then maybe like a baby throwing up, right? And like baby puke, maybe? I don't know. You guys go in the comments. What color would you say this kind of like reminds you of? I got to say, really no other figure, no other Build-A-Figure has ever rocked this, right? Let's go ahead and cover the articulation. Head about this, actually no. His head does not go down, and it's something about the right. Go in the comments too. Do you guys ever have issues with these Build-A-Figures arms just popping off, right? I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, there's really not much articulation. You see how there's no rocker at all. I mean, you can tilt it back, but you see how it just kind of like stops right there when you have them looking dead, and look at that. It just keeps popping off. It just keeps on popping off, and there's nothing you can do about it, bro. And you really don't have to do all that much to wiggle it off, but can't say I'm a fan of that. All right, they do go pretty far out. You do get the bicep cut right there. You get that double pinless on the elbow. You get the wrist articulation. Ab crunch is going to be hindered by the jacket. You really don't get all that much of an ab crunch. You can go that far back. As far as the legs, though, let's check out the legs. Pretty good, you guys. I mean, for a Build-A-Figure, I really can't complain. I know he's not going to be doing all that much of articulation or movement, but if he ever ends up facing Randy Orton, at least you know you can go ahead and they get the upper thigh cut right there. You get the double pinless elbows. Now, it's going to be these massive freaking knees. And these are the Muhammad Ali knees. You guys know how these are already. They always look wonky when you articulate it. I mean, this almost looks like my Clayface figure that I did with the DC the other day. So I would say, yeah, there you go. Clayface. Out of any character in my action figure collection, even though it's not WWE Mattel, I would say Clayface would probably be the closest thing, right? So very difficult to articulate that. The ankle rocker, it is based off the old style. It is just a solid black boot, but as an overall Build-A-Figure, man, I still got to give this figure a solid 8.9, dude. Why not? I think that's pretty good, right? What do you guys think? You guys plan on collecting the whole set to build Nick Aldis? Again, there's some questions, but still, as an overall set, pretty solid. Nice to see that we have an Owen Hart option. Maybe a different head scan, and then maybe a different head scan for this guy. This guy, I really can't complain on. I do like the overall figure on that. But yeah, ranking number 1 for sure, without a doubt. I got to give it to right here. Why not, right? Number 2, I got to give it to Nick Aldis. Number 3, got to give it to Bret the Hitman Hart. 4, 5, right there, man. Go in the comments. Let me know how you guys rank it. Where do you place your figure? What do you guys think of finally having Nick Aldis as a Build-A-Figure? Nonetheless, you guys, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see all of those excellent civil execution on the next one. Dun-dun-dun.